You've tuned in to the Crispy Noodle Podcast.
You realize what you've done?
With Rich Liebig.
A real gangster plays his cards right.
And Michael Costanzo.
What was that you just read?
Let us be the Crispy Noodle in your vegetarian salad of life and boring news.
Good times, noodle salad.
The point is, you now have the ability to be happy.
And now, here's Rich and Mike on the Crispy Noodle Podcast.
Woo! Yeah, how you guys doing?
What's up, everybody?
It is time for this week's episode of the Crispy Noodle Podcast. Let us be the Crispy Noodle in your vegetarian salad of life and boring news, folks. It's our job to give you some interesting bits of world sports, entertainment, odd news, and whatever else we happen to stumble across in this hour-long or so podcast. Let us be the Crispy Noodle in your vegetarian salad of life and boring news. We've got a lot to talk about. The football season is rocking and rolling. We've got Emmys that happened and some other news as well to get to. So before we get into all of the headlines, Mikey, my friend, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm very tired.
Yes.
We just got back from Boston.
Yep. We shipped up to Boston.
We shipped up to Boston.
Yeah.
It was a guy's trip for my bachelor party. A little non-traditional going to Boston, but I figured since I just wanted to get out of town, you know? I just wanted to get away.
You wanted to get out of Philly.
I wanted to get out of Philly.
What is this nonsense?
I know. Weirdly enough, being in Boston very much made me appreciate Philly even more so. So we took Amtrak up, right?
Which I loved. I love Amtrak.
It was a great.
That's the way to go.
It was a great experience. You know, we had some drinks on the train. We played some games. We, joked and laughed, but a little too loud for some of these sensitive East Coasters to the north.
Coming
in and out of Penn Station in New York, the heart of New York.
There you go.
You're being very loud.
Yeah, we got represented in
New York.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah, when we stopped in New York, both going in Boston and coming back from Boston, the New York stop, we got yelled at for being too loud.
I mean, sure.
No.
However, isn't New York supposed to be like the, hey, I'm walking here, loud and rough city? They're like, you're being a little loud. What? Are you kidding me? These people could not hack it in Philly, I tell you what.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Go back to Jersey.
But Boston was a lot of fun. It was great to get away for a little bit and see a city that a lot of us had not seen. A lot of us had not been up to Boston,
Yeah.
so it was a great first experience. We ate so much lobster.
Yes.
I think I had lobster 3 separate times. We had oysters, clams. I mean, my goal was eat as much seafood as humanly possible. And I think we accomplished that, yeah. So it was just an incredible time. Yeah, so I'm incredibly exhausted, but it was well worth it.
Yeah, if we're at 90% instead of 100%, yeah, I think we're still recovering from the weekend. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And other than that, I finally beat my stupid Donkey Kong game, so I can finally move on to other video games now.
Yeah,
I collected all the bananas.
You won't be saying, oh, banana or whatever?
Ooh, banana.
Yeah, there you go. No more of that.
No more bananas.
Stop saying that. No more.
No more. I had enough. I had my fill. So that's what I did. And I realize now it's stupid asking you what you did because you did the same exact thing. So we could just.
Yeah, I mean,
what did you think of Boston?
Boston was fun. The public transportation system I thought was pretty good.
It was really easy.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was just the area that we were in, but it seemed like we had a subway that took us wherever we wanted to go in like 10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah. So got to give them props on that. And yeah, we had a blast. It was definitely a unique experience.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had that much lobster in a 3-day span ever in my life.
We went to this like nice restaurant, and we're sitting across from each other. We're like studying this menu like it's the Rosetta Stone.
Yeah, it was all over the place.
I'm sitting there and I'm like, do I want to get like swordfish? Do I want to get this? Do I want to get that? And you're over there, you're like looking up different fish, and I'm like trying to figure out what other people are doing. And then we look at each other and we're like, lobster roll.
We're here for the lobster roll.
I don't know why it took us like half an hour to settle on the most obvious choice.
Yeah, it was just because they threw that menu at you, and
There
it
was
had like
so much on there.
it had like every single fish you could think of. It had caviar on it. I'm like, do I want caviar?
At one point, we're debating whether we should get like the $300 seafood tower. Like, should we do it? Should we do like all the seafood on the menu?
Yeah, like
It was like it was a hard time figuring out exactly what we wanted to do. But at the end of the day, we're like, let's not overcomplicate it. We'll do oysters. We'll do some
That's what we
shared
came
apps,
here.
and we'll do lobster rolls. Simple.
that we came here for the lobster rolls.
Yeah.
Don't lose sight of the goal.
Although JB did get a pound and a half of lobster.
Well, he still got lobster.
He still got lobster, but that was insane. I was like, that might be a little too much food.
Yeah, it might have been.
He did not
He
look
was-
well. I mean, he loved every second of it, but he did not look well after eating that much lobster.
Oh, this feels so good.
But yeah, he thought he was going to say that after
Yeah.
the meal.
Yeah, he's like, I'll have the pound and a half of lobster. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. So,
But-
yeah, he wasn't feeling too good after that. That was a lot.
So we did that. We also did a walking tour of all the different of the Italian section of the city, the North End. Got all of our
Yep.
Italian food in.
Yep.
Had the best cannoli of probably my life. I've had a lot of cannoli, and I think that was one of the best one I've ever had.
Was it Mike's Pastries?
Mike's Pastries. Yep, they have like
Mike's
4.
Bakery or
No, it was
whatever it was.
Mike's Pastries.
Mike's Pastries.
I think.
Okay.
I think I still have 2 cannoli in the fridge. That was the other thing. We went the morning that we left, and we got a box of cannolis, and we tried to keep it alive for the entire 5-6 hour train ride home. It was quite the ordeal.
Yes.
The box was soggy and falling apart.
The
by
box got messed up, but the cannolis
the
didn't.
Cannolis looked great when we got them back.
So you are the ultimate transport man.
I try my best. The box was upside down and sideways at different points. It was crushed. It was soggy, but the cannolis survived, and that's the important part.
That's what matters.
We also did a Sam Adams beer and cheese tasting.
Yep, that's right.
Which was really tasty. And I
Yep.
learned that, one, I always loved cheese, but cheese and beer together makes both like even better somehow.
Yeah, I can actually drink beer if there's cheese in my stomach.
Yeah, you had a revelation. You're like, wow, like I can actually drink beer with the cheese. Like you were enjoying it.
It was but it was kind of weird because it was like I needed to pop the cheese. It was like a pill or something.
It's like a pill. Oh God, give me my cheese.
Yeah, so I do like that combo.
That was a lot of fun. Yeah, it was just a fantastic weekend.
Yeah, it was definitely all lived up to the hype. It was a nice extended weekend. Got
Yeah.
away. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
No care.
It went
in the
by
world.
too fast.
Yes, it did. It did. And I definitely want to go back at some point and see even more. I feel like we just like barely scratched the surface. There was so much going on in the city. It was beautiful. Perfect weekend weather-wise. So, yeah, at some point we'll have to take the train back up and do it again.
Yeah, maybe if the Eagles face the Patriots at some point.
Ooh, that'd be fun. Not as much animosity towards our Eagles jerseys.
Yeah, I felt like we only got the anger was New York.
Yeah.
It was always New York.
But it was just us being loud, not the fact that like all of us guys were wearing Eagles jerseys.
We had the Eagles jerseys on the way back.
Yeah.
So I wonder if that was like, ooh, we need to shut those Philly guys down now.
Maybe.
You know. So I bet you on the ride coming back that was part of the.
They clued in on us. They're like, hey, wait a second.
Yeah, I don't trust these.
I just think those people coming in out of Penn Station, they're wusses.
Yeah.
Can't take a little bit of noise.
Boo.
Get out of here.
Yeah, we're having fun here.
Anyway.
Boo-hoo.
But speaking of the Eagles.
Yeah, we need to
we
launch.
gotta talk about our birds.
Yeah, let's launch into the official sports sampler beginning. So here we go. It's time for the sports sampler.
So you're not good at sports. It's a very small part of life.
Sports. In your face. Ha ha!
That's right. Sports coming at you in your face. Let's start off with the Eagles pulling off a very close win against Kansas City in the Super Bowl rematch.
Woo! Mamma mia!
Boobies.
What does this guy think he's an Indian?
Like such as?
She's a human!
right, so the Eagles are now 2-0,
And the Chiefs are now 0-2.
which is very shocking for them.
The first time in the Andy Reid era, I believe. Or at least
Yeah.
the Andy Reid Mahomes era.
I believe you're right.
The Eagles have now beaten the Kansas City Chiefs the last 3 times that we've met up. This one was a little bit tight. Ended up beating them 20-17. I think that overall, I don't know what I was expecting, but I think I was expecting a little bit more offensive production than we saw. But for me, the big silver lining, though, was that the defense could still hang in there. We saw last week, Jalen Carter was out, obviously, with the spitting fiasco. This week, he's back in the lineup. And some of my concerns heading into the season were alleviated. The defensive backs held up. We got tons of pressure on Mahomes, 10 quarterback hits, only 2 sacks, but 10 quarterback hits. He was the leading rusher on their team by far. So that means that he was scrambling for his life a lot of the time. So some of those defensive concerns were squashed. Now, the offensive concerns, Rich, how did you feel about the performance there?
I mean, this was a tough defense to go up against.
Yes.
I mean, look, everybody is saying, oh, Jalen Hurts is he didn't crack 100 yards passing, and A.J. Brown only has 25 receiving yards in 2 games and all this stuff. But I think part of it is you got to take what the defense is giving you.
Yeah.
You know, if they're not blocking, if they're not stacking the box, if they're not putting 8 guys in the box, you have to go to Saquon. He's too good of a weapon to pass up on.
Yeah.
You know, I don't understand this whole conundrum where they're blaming Jalen Hurts for willing to follow whatever the game plan is. Like, what, would you rather him be stubborn and have him throw 40 times a game? Like, no. I'd rather him do what is right. If the defense is guarding A.J. Brown and guarding Devonta Smith, then, yeah, trust Saquon and trust Dylan and trust the running game.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, there's a clip that's going around online where Chris Jones says, oh, you didn't even crack 100 yards, and Jalen Hurts goes, we won the effing game.
Yeah, that's the mic drop.
And
I'd rather you win
right.
games. I don't care what the stats say.
Exactly. At the end of the day, it's the win-loss column that matters. I do think, though, that a lot of people are comparing this season to 2023, but I think that what 2024 taught us is that we need to show a little bit more patience, because when you go back and you look at 2022, 2023, 2024, and now the beginning of this season, they all started the same way. They started slow, kind of sloppy. Everybody's wondering, is the offense going to get it together in 22 and 24? We got it together. We made it to the big game. 23, we didn't quite get there. But I think for 25 so far, we still have to wait and see what happens when we're firing on all cylinders. I think A.J. Brown is injured, and they're just not saying anything because he was dealing with something on and off during training camp.
He doesn't seem 100%.
He didn't practice a lot during training camp. He was injured a little bit. I think A.J. Brown's less than 100. I think that obviously they're getting used to a new play caller with Kevin Patullo, even though he's coming internally. There's still a little bit of a transition there. I think that Dallas Goedert being out hurt as well.
That doesn't hurt.
That
doesn't help.
Grant Calcaterra's okay, but Dallas Goedert is one of the best tight ends in the game, so that's going to be an issue there in terms of both receiving and blocking. Grant Calcaterra is a regression in both of those facets. So in the first few games here, I'm not ready nor willing to say that this is going to be 2023 over again, because this is the same team essentially that played through that year, and so they know what signs they're looking for. This is a team that learns from their mistakes. I don't think we're going to see it happen quite the same way again. Agree or disagree?
I mean, there's a possibility it could flame out, but I think they've got too much talent for something like that to happen.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, in 2023, we were rolling with Miles Sanders.
Yeah.
Not that Was it? Yeah, it was Miles Sanders
Yeah,
at the time,
I think
right?
you're right. Yeah.
Or was it DeAndre Swift?
Swift was. Oh no, you might be right. It might have been Swift.
I mean, either way, it's not Saquon.
Right. Saquon is a whole.
It's not
step
Saquon.
up.
Yeah. So, and I think our defense is better than it was in 2023 as well, which will help. So, I think we have to play the waiting game here.
Yeah. And look, to go back in our predictions, I thought this was going to be a loss.
We both did.
Yeah.
But before the season, I did say the Eagles were going to win last week.
That's tough to go into Arrowhead Stadium and eke out a win.
Yeah.
That is a very tough stadium to play in.
Yeah, it is.
So I will get, to be honest with you, I don't know what more you want from this Eagles team. They're 2-0. They're taking advantage of mistakes when they need to.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll say, yeah, if you're looking at it the other way, if CeeDee Lamb catches a ball and Travis Kelce catches a ball, the Eagles might be 0-2 instead of 2-0.
Right.
But right now, the way that the ball bounced, hey, it's coming up Eagles, and the Eagles took advantage of it. I don't understand why there's always got to be this like weird doom and gloom somewhere from WIP or something like.
Sometimes there are close games. Not every game is going to be, 40-6.
Especially when it's a Super Bowl rematch.
Right.
I thought this was going to be a loss.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you picked Chiefs last week.
Yeah.
Before the season, I was saying Chiefs, but last week I did say Eagles. The Chiefs just look like they're a little broken and lost.
Yeah, this is what you've been saying.
I've been saying it. I mean, Travis Kelce had another blow up on the sideline, slamming his helmet, yelling at teammates. Chris Jones makes the dig about not having 100 yards. Like, I feel like they're just grasping at straws and kind of trying to tread water to keep their heads above it. This is not a team that looks like they are fundamentally sound anymore.
Not at 0-2 and looking looking up at the division.
Like 3 crash outs on the sideline in 2 games.
Yeah.
It's 2 games.
Yeah.
And the players are yelling at each other. Travis Kelce obliterated, what was his name, Xavier Worthy on the one play by running the wrong route. Like, they're not quite there.
Yeah.
We'll see how the season plays out, but I'm picking up vibes of dysfunction.
Yeah, it is. The Super Bowl losers curse might be in effect this year.
Oh, that'd be great if we could kill the Chiefs dynasty.
We shall see.
Yeah.
But overall, I think the Eagles are doing what they have to do to pull out these games, win and survive.
Yeah, and until we see a game where Hurts has to be the guy to throw 300 yards, this is a team that's built to not have to do that. This is a team that's built, we can win with defense, we can win on the ground, we can win a lot of different ways. And we saw it in the Super Bowl. Everyone's like, oh, can Hurts do it? The Chiefs shut down Saquon in the Super Bowl. And Hurts was like, okay.
Yeah.
I'll just light you up then. Like, he hasn't had to do it yet. So we'll see, hopefully over the next couple of games, we'll get an example of him being able to do that. That, I think, will silence a lot of doubters.
Yeah. And I know A.J. Brown isn't being fed the ball, and there's a lot of talk on WIP. Oh, do we even need A.J. Brown? Blah, blah, blah. Like, oh.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Did you hear about this? Oh, yeah. A.J. Brown wants out of Philadelphia. He wants to be a star. Like, oh, my God.
Wants to be a star? The man just won a Super Bowl.
Yeah. This isn't T.O. we're talking about, all right? Like,
yeah. A.J. Brown's the guy who just won a Super Bowl, and he's like, is that it? Now I got to do it again. Like, he's not the type to do sit-ups in his driveway.
No. So everyone needs to cool their horses. Let the offense simmer, get the right recipe going.
I don't know. You give them another week of a performance like this, they're going to start calling for Tanner McKee.
Yeah. Oh, I love Tanner. Oh, bring back Nick Foles, dude. God, WIP.
Rich, that was uncanny. Did you call into WIP today?
I want Nick Foles. We have a statue for him. Why don't we bring him back?
I'll tell you. It's the one part of my daily commute that I don't miss is WIP.
Yeah.
When I used to have to commute to work every once in a while, the Monday after game, I'd turn it on and be like, why do I do this? Why do I listen to this?
Yeah, don't do
that. There was one more real quick point I did want to hit on with the Eagles in this game. I'm seeing a lot of conversation again around the Tush Push.
Oh, God, yeah.
And it's resurfacing because the Eagles against the Chiefs tied their single-game record of running the play 6 times this past Sunday.
Yeah.
And the new talking point
yeah.
I'm hearing,
Here you
a lot
go.
of talking heads are saying the
Here
same
you
phrase.
go.
It's quote-unquote hard to officiate.
Oh, good for you.
So is this the new line from the NFL
Yeah.
front office? It's
Thanks.
hard to officiate.
Yeah, thanks. What's his name? Dean Blandino.
Yeah.
He's the guy that kept saying it on the broadcast over and over again.
Yeah. So first it was
F off.
dangerous. Then it was not a football play. Then it was, oh, it's not entertaining. It's not competitive. Now it's hard to officiate. Is this the nail? I mean, it's almost a certainty it's gone next year, right?
Yeah.
Do you think this is the line?
Roger Goodell is hell-bent on getting this ban
He
play.
wants to kill it
He hates
so
it.
bad, it's ridiculous.
So it wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, off-season comes around. Yeah, it's officially in the coffin.
I will say that this,
But it's stupid. Absolutely stupid.
but I think that they finally figured out the talking point fed to them from the NFL that will get the owners to fully vote against it. Because I don't think the owners care at all about player safety. You can quote me on that. I don't think that they care if it's a non-football-like play as long as they're making money on jersey sales. But I do think that if you tell them that it's hard to officiate, they're like, wait, you're telling me we could lose games because we might get a call or two that goes the wrong way?
Oh, yeah, wait, who else said? Someone else said, oh, this game was lost back in March.
Yes,
when the
it was.
owners voted against the Tush Push.
Who was it? I know I saw that exact clip.
God.
I think this is the new angle that the NFL is pushing.
Was it Ian Rappaport or something?
I'm going to look it up because I marked it.
It was either Rappaport or the other guy, Schefter.
Oh man, where is it?
Yeah. One of those
I don't
two.
know. I don't know if I
one
can
of those
find
two
it.
NFL insiders.
Yeah,
Ugh.
I can't find the guy. I thought I had saved it, but yes, they said that it was killed back in March.
They lost
the
this
game back in March.
Back in March. Like, oh yeah, yes. It was all because of a vote back 6 months ago that the Chiefs lost this game. Boy, you want to talk about delusions? How about that? You're making excuses. People say we're making excuses for Jalen Hurts not performing well. How about you making excuses to defend the Chiefs? Oh, they lost this 6 months ago.
It was Adam Schefter.
Schefter, yeah.
Screw you.
Yeah. Stupid.
Come on.
Stupid.
But these are the kind of talking points that are going to push it over the edge, I think. The hard to officiate, and that clip, that soundbite lost this game back in March.
That's so
The
stupid.
owners are going to hate hearing that one, I think.
So stupid.
Jeffrey Lawyer will have to do another 90-minute rant.
I hope he does. Make it 150 minutes.
Do a filibuster.
Yes.
Just keep talking until the meeting runs out.
recite all of Glengarry Glen Ross.
Why that?
I don't know. I thought it'd be cool.
Okay. But
Super Bowls are for closers only,
there you go.
not for people that are whining about the Tush Push.
Always be pushing.
Yeah, ABP.
ABP. Always be pushing. No, it's just a silly conversation. It just bothers me, the hard to officiate line. There's a lot of plays that catches are hard to officiate, right?
Are we going to ban catches?
Let's ban catches. Remember that one year where they're like, what is a catch? What is the process of a catch? What is more nebulous than the process of a catch? You know what's not nebulous? Big guy, push other big guy, go across line. Get out of here, Adam Schefter.
Yeah. Anyway.
Pisses me off. Should have been a pissing me off
It really
segment.
should have been. We could have spun that off. Oh, well.
Maybe
Anyway.
we should move to happier topics, though.
Oh, yeah. What's the happier topic?
Saudi Arabia buying U.S. sports.
It's okay. Better than nothing.
Yeah.
From one frustrating thing to another.
You makes me very, very mad. You eat the cheeseburger and smoke the crack?
Boy, the Iron Sheik probably would have loved hearing these headlines now.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, though. The Saudis are going to be eating a lot of American-style cheeseburgers with all the sports coming to the region the next couple of years. So first up, big announcement from WWE, Rich.
Yeah. How do you like this? Triple H has announced that WrestleMania in 2027 is going to be hosted overseas in Saudi Arabia.
Because you suck Hulk Hogan and you suck Hulk Hogan ass.
Do they bring back the Iron Sheik from the dead for this WrestleMania?
I mean, if they could, they would.
I mean,
but
like it
why?
is comedy becoming real life.
Yes.
No. Like
This, I can't believe this.
Isn't that
this is ridiculous?
Is that not weird though?
Like wrestling, like professional wrestling. This is like homegrown American, interests. Homegrown American leisure topic activity. This should be the freedom pumping in your veins. I want my beer and my hot dog, like America. And Triple H just has this announcement. No, actually, we're going to Saudi Arabia in 2027. Bye. What?
Saudi Arabia backed up a dump truck full of money.
God, I want to know how much was the final. What was the final bribe that pushed, the board?
So, do you know off the top of your head what previous WrestleMania deals have been like? Like, what did it take for previous streaming services, networks?
I mean, we only have the recent deals,
which was
like,
do you remember?
Was it $500 million for Netflix to host Raw for 5-10 years or something like that?
Okay.
There was another $300 million, I think, for SmackDown.
But none of those were the essentially Super Bowl of the wrestling world.
Yes.
So you're looking at
Mike, you want to talk about football analogy? This would be like if Roger Goodell said Super Bowl in 2027 is going to Saudi Arabia. Like, what?
So this deal has to be a B.
I think so.
Like, it has to be billion with a B, right?
I mean, I don't know. It's got to be close. I want to know what was the final.
A lot of money.
Saudi Arabia has been slowly inching towards this. They hosted, like, first it was like come over for Raw and SmackDown. Then it was come on over for a pay-per-view event, and then they had a special Royal Rumble that happened there, and it was like they kept inching towards this. And I guess in terms of that timeline, it makes sense, but still to see that the Super Bowl of the wrestling world, WrestleMania, is going to be in a non-American country. This is. What world are we living? What is happening? Like, it's just, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Even the press conference looked dopey.
It did. It looked like caricatures, right?
It did. The press conference looked like when you create a character and they're completely out of place with the other people in a cutscene in a video game,
Yeah. That's exactly what it looked like.
Because Triple H gives this announcement out, and he's sitting right next to the athletic labor leader of Saudi Arabia. And then there's like Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, and I think Becky Lynch was in the background, and they're all just like they're there, but like they're not there mentally. Like it should have been like a Saturday Night Live skit. It was completely out of place. But no, this is legit. This is happening. What money did Saudi Arabia throw at the WWE board of directors to get this done? It is it boggles my mind.
So I've been trying to find a number.
No, they don't have a number. No,
they don't have a number as of right now. I did see a rumor online that it was 250 million, not billion, just 250 million. And I guess in the grand scheme
that's
of
still
things,
$250 million.
That's still $250 million. And I guess in the grand scheme of things, when you said 500 million for 5 to 10 years of broadcast rights, 250 million for a single. This is a single.
Right. This is one
event.
weekend.
This is one weekend.
Yeah.
So if they're willing to spend that much for one weekend, you can imagine in the future they might be willing to spend more for, more events, more coverage, more whatever. It does create a very concerning trend because we had, the Live Tour in
Yep.
golf.
Yep.
We have WrestleMania
All
now.
of you, wait. All of you that gave me the eye roll. Oh God, Rich is talking golf. Well, guess what? Now it's invading wrestling, and let's get to this topic.
Well, it's not just golf and wrestling. Tom Brady is heading over to Saudi Arabia, joining a flag football tournament with current and former NFL stars to be hosted in Saudi Arabia coming up in the next year or so.
Oh, good for you.
Yep.
So
You better watch out. This is the first brick.
this is
the first brick. They're coming after football now.
So this is to promote flag football being in the 2028 Olympics.
Get ready. This is the first brick.
But I think
5 years down the road, you're going to see. Roger Goodell, first NFL game, going to be hosted in Saudi Arabia.
And that's
Thank you,
kind of the
money.
thing, because you can see
Money, please.
you can see the trajectory of these two things. The NFL is saying we want more international games. They've already been to Brazil, they've been to Mexico, Germany, the UK, and you also see this other push to globalize flag football, hosting a tournament in Saudi Arabia. I can see a convergence point of these two paths, right? Because they could have had the flag football tournament anywhere.
Yep.
They could have done it in London, where they have a long history of having international games. They could have done it in Germany, where they have more recent strong presence there. They could have done it in Brazil, which is the new hotness for the NFL International Series. But they chose Saudi Arabia. They could have chosen any of the other countries that they already have a stake in. Is that odd? And also, is it odd that Tom Brady is also not only a former player, but a current minority owner in an NFL team in the Las Vegas Raiders?
Yep.
Is that also not a little awkward?
Yep. Go. How about move the Raiders out to Saudi Arabia? Why not?
They're used to the desert.
Yeah, there you go. It's another desert.
Get them out of here.
The Las Vegas and Saudi Arabian Raiders.
So this is actually happening next year. So we'll see. It'll be interesting to see flag football in Saudi Arabia. It's hot as hell there, though.
Yeah, better be air conditioned.
This is going to be, I assume it's going to be an indoor arena. But
Here's
yes,
something else, too, to go back to WrestleMania.
yeah.
The female wrestlers get screwed so badly on this because it is a law. Let's go. You really want to get into brass tacks on this? It is a law. Women must be covered up in Saudi Arabia. So
how are they supposed to wrestle?
So when they come out, they have to have full. The costume must cover from shoulder to feet.
But
Completely.
how are they supposed to wrestle in that, though?
Good luck.
Or do they just not have women's matches?
No, they do. They have women's matches, but
No, I'm saying, or do they just omit them?
No. They have the women's matches because they've done this before with the last Royal Rumble thing that they did.
But I'm saying, to make an appeasement to Saudi Arabia, do they just say we're not doing it?
No.
in
They'll do it,
But how?
but they're going to be covered from neck to feet.
But how can you even wrestle in? I
They
guess.
do.
Well, I guess it'll be like a full spandex. Will the full spandex suit count?
Yeah, WWE says find a way because this is happening.
So I'm looking on the Wikipedia article about the entire thing. The article is just a list of controversies. No, literally, it's women's
Yeah.
rights. It's wrestlers refusing to go wrestle. It's travel issues with traveling to Saudi Arabia. It's so problematic.
But yeah, this happened in 2027. There might be World War III happening.
Yeah, they might not be able to go over there. They might have to have the wartime rules of wrestling instead. That is a deep cut reference to a past show. Look up the wartime rules of golf. But yeah, it's not only wartime
If a
rules.
crater happens near the ring,
Right.
that will not be considered a count out.
If a contestant uses any piece of shrapnel against his opponent, it's an automatic disqualification.
Yeah.
But it's just, the Live Tour thing, we were like, oh, I don't know. Is Saudi Arabia doing it? Are they trying to get really involved in U.S. sports? Then the WrestleMania thing happened. Then the flag football thing happened. And it's like, okay, like when
The answer is yes.
does it stop now? Never.
No, the first crack has already gone through. And they're coming after football, Mike. You better watch out.
They are. I'm surprised that they've already started to mingle with football, honestly.
Yeah.
I thought, maybe some of the other big sports would be the first to fall, more desperate sports, but the NFL, greed knows no bounds.
Nope.
They're like, give me that oil money.
Yep.
But for the time being, NFL games are still happening in the United States, at least as far as we know. And as part of covering the NFL in the United States, we have to tell you about 4 upcoming games that we're looking forward to for week 3 of the NFL season. It's time for our Fantastic Four picks.
Yes. All right, there we go. The music is on. What do you want to what are the 4 games we're going to talk about, Mike?
Well, first up, we have a good old-fashioned battle of the backups.
Oh, this is crazy.
The Cincinnati Bengals, without Joe Burrow, are traveling to Minnesota without J.J. McCarthy.
Yeah.
It's a Sunday 1 o'clock game. We have unknown quarterback 1 and unknown quarterback 2.
Well, no.
But we do know the one quarterback.
Yeah, no, that's not true.
Carson Wentz.
Yeah, Carson Wentz making his 6th start for a 6 different NFL team in 6 consecutive years. No NFL player has ever done that. Not even Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, he is the ultimate backup journeyman. Do you think that gives him an edge with the Vikings here, being exposed to so many different offensive systems?
Yeah. At first, I would say yes. But for the Bengals, Browning, the backup quarterback, actually performed pretty decently in their game last week, and we're still a force to be reckoned with. They still got the ball out to Jamar Chase. He still had a very good game. So, luckily, if you're playing fantasy and you have Jamar Chase, I actually think you're still fine. He seems to still be productive, even though Burrow is not there anymore while he's dealing with a turf toe injury. And the Vikings also just announced they lost Aaron Jones. Their top running back is now hurt. He's on the IR. There is a lot for this Vikings team to overcome. You know what? Bengals, maybe this is their rally moment. I know you could say the same thing for the Vikings, but the Vikings, I think, are in more desperate straits. The Bengals, I think, could possibly see the light at the end of the tunnel and that things might not be as bad as they would think with a Burrow injury. They were able to contend last week. Why not roll into Minnesota and do it again? I'm going to take Bengals in this one.
My only concern with the Bengals is the offensive line. If they got Burrow hurt, they might get Browning hurt. Burrow has more of a rapport with those receivers where he can kind of counteract the bad offensive line, and I question whether Browning can do the same. But I also have the same question with Carson Wentz, because Carson Wentz has historically had a really hard time developing rapport with his receivers. So it's like, pick your poison. Do you take the offensive line that's a sieve, or do you take the quarterback that's a head case and can't connect with any of his offensive players? God, this is so tough. I think just the number of injuries and type of injuries affecting the Vikings, even though they're at home, I think gives a little bit of an edge to the Bengals. The Bengals also still have Trey Hendrickson, one of the best defensive ends in the league, going to cause a lot of chaos for Carson Wentz. So I give the very narrow edge to the Bengals, but this one is, in my mind, is almost a coin flip. Anytime you bring in 2 backup quarterbacks, it could be anybody's game.
And you know that Vegas doesn't know what to do either, because they're just doing Vikings -3. They just have no idea.
That's just the home team advantage.
Yeah,
Automatic home team advantage.
They have no idea.
Yeah. But speaking of odds, Rich, you wanted to call out this game specifically. It's Rich's pick of the week. Dallas Cowboys at Chicago Bears. It is a Sunday 4 o'clock game. I don't know why, but Rich, tell us, what do you see in the cards, so to say?
Yeah, there is a very significant shift that has happened in this game line. When the line came out originally for this game on Monday, Cowboys were favored to roll into Chicago with the win, but there is a lot of money that is coming in on Chicago all of a sudden, and
Wow.
Chicago now is a 1-point favorite if you check your sports books.
Yeah, I see that. That is curious.
Yes. So, I don't know. I think a lot of smart bettors are seeing a pattern here with the Cowboys, and possibly the fact that the Cowboys had to waste so much energy going up against the Giants. They had to pull out a 60-yard kick to even force overtime. Then they had to go overtime all the way till 3 minutes left in the game.
Yeah.
The Cowboys might be very exhausted going into this game, and Chicago is desperate for a win. They are being made fun at. You're hearing everything from the general manager should be fired to Caleb Williams is a pansy. Like, it is rough talk in Chicagoland right now. I think this is a prime opportunity for Chicago to strike at home. I am running with Chicago. I'm going with the smart bettors.
Wow.
I think the Bears are going to surprise everybody this weekend.
Man, this is a tough one. The Cowboys just gave up 37 points to the New York Giants.
Another thing, too. That defense. What happened to stopping the run?
The Cowboys' defense was supposed to be one of its strengths. But then again, the Bears also gave up 52 points to the Lions. Now, I think the Lions are way better than the Giants. Oh, man, I hate this game so much. I really do, because it feels like the Bears should not be able to win this. But I don't like this at all. I don't like this at all because I don't want to pick Dallas because it's Dallas and because they struggled so much against the Giants. There's no reason they should have struggled against the Giants like that. But the Bears are also so pathetic. I guess a broken clock is right twice a day, so why don't we take the hometown team like you said? The bettors are seeing something, I guess.
So much money came in on Chicago that it switched the point spread.
Yeah, the Cowboys did not look good against the Eagles at all. The Cowboys did not look good against the Giants at all. The Bears, they lost to two really good teams in the Vikings and the Lions. So, yeah. Maybe the Bears can actually win one here.
Smart money. I don't know. Something. They know something.
Something is in the water.
Yeah.
Something's changing. But next up, we got a Monday Night Brawl. Speaking of the Lions, the Detroit Lions traveling to Baltimore to face off against the Ravens. This is the Monday prime time game. Rich, who do you like in this one?
Oh, man.
Both these teams not getting off to the start that they envisioned.
No, but I think Detroit, is better footed, if you will, to handle this challenge. The Ravens, I know they had a nice whooping on the Browns last week,
but it's the Browns.
It's the Browns, and I don't know. I think I have a gut feeling that there is something up with Lamar and Harbaugh. I don't know. I feel like there's not 100% trust there. So if this game remains close going into the fourth quarter, I think the Lions have the edge. I still don't like the fact that he couldn't trust Lamar or Derrick Henry for a 3-yard conversion in that game against the Bills. I don't know. It's left me a sour taste in my mouth. I'd rather have Detroit, who had the loss week 1, settled their issues, had a whooping on a division rival, and a competent division rival, not just the Browns. And I think they're on the up and up. I think I'm going to go Lions in this one.
Yeah, part of me is still concerned with the way the Ravens lost that first game.
Yeah.
And I know first game of the year, but a really tough AFC team. So, I don't know. It's like, how much stock do you want to put in the first game of the season? But, they come back, they whoop the Browns, but it's the Browns. So they haven't really had another test. Meanwhile, the Lions lost a tough game against the Packers, and they whooped the Bears. It's kind of like a very similar trajectory for both these teams. But I think, given the struggles of the Ravens stopping the Bills' passing offense, we could see the Lions take advantage of the same weaknesses. The Lions love to air out the ball. They're very good at it. So they're going back to that first game. They're looking at what the Bills did to turn that game around. They might employ some of those same strategies. I like the Lions here.
All right.
And finally, we have our very own hometown team, the Philadelphia Eagles, hosting the LA Rams. This is a Sunday 1 o'clock game. Rich, who do you like?
I like the Eagles at home in this one. Stafford doesn't seem 100%. He hasn't been putting up good numbers. And the Rams have to fly all the way from the West Coast for a 1 o'clock game. That usually is a little bit of a disadvantage for a West Coast team. I'm going hometown Eagles in this one.
Yeah, I mean, the Eagles are 2-0, deservedly so. The defense shows that they can still get it done. I'm still waiting for that offense to fully click, and I'm hoping that they can do that against the Rams. The Rams are a better offensive team than defensive team, even with Jared Verse. And also we have a history of kind of handling them really well recently, the Rams specifically. So I'm also going to go Eagles at home, comfortable, forcing the West Coast team to come to them.
Yep. So there you go. That's our Fantastic Four picks for week number 3 of the NFL season. And we are going to have to leave it at that because we are a little bit over in this first part of the show. So we got to take a quick break. But don't go anywhere because we're going to hit you with some Emmy news. The Emmys happened over the weekend. That will be the main focus, the entertainment entree. And then, of course, the non-fortune cookie odd news. All of that when we return after the break. This is the Crispy Noodle Podcast. We'll be right back.
Ready for the weekend? Happy Friday. Hi, my name's Marie, and I'm an artist who's been making Happy Friday doodles every week for over 7 years. And now you can own my art collection in this Volume 1 and Volume 2 art series. These doodles span across multiple themes, yearly festivities, various countries, languages, and more. Both coffee table books have something for everyone and are the perfect conversation starter or gift for a friend. Really, anyone who enjoys a good weekend. Available on Amazon, Ingram, BookBaby,
Barnes & Noble,
and more. Visit happyfridaydoodles.com/books and get your copies today. Let's celebrate the best day of the week. Happy Friday.
Just a moment, you just assured me that I could speak.
Sit down inside the car. We're not assuring anything. We're under arrest.
Look, I'm under what?
Come on.
Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest. Have a look at the headlock here. See that chap over there? Get your hand off my penis! This is the bloke who got me on the penis before.
Get some cups.
Why did you do this to me?
Hop in the car. Get some cups.
For what reason? What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal? Oh, that's a nice headlock, sir. Oh, yes. I see that you know your judo well. Good one. And you, sir, are you waiting to receive my limp penis? Now, get your hands off there.
No, we've only got one cup.
Ta-ta and farewell.
That's all right. Just get him in the car.
One cup, look. They even broke.
Back here on the Crispy Noodle Podcast. Of course, Democracy Manifest lives on.
Of course.
Yes.
Immortal.
Yes. Succulent Chinese meal.
It's the only kind of Chinese meal to have.
Right. Don't half-ass it.
If you're having a Chinese meal and it's not succulent, you're not having a good Chinese meal.
Yeah. Not good. Come on.
You know, every time I hear that clip, it makes me want Chinese food.
Yeah, I feel like you guys lost the Chinese food. You don't have Chinese food around here now.
Yeah,
You guys had a spot down the street, and
we
it
had
closed up.
We had a spot that was 2 blocks away.
Not
You
good.
could literally just walk there, get your food, walk back.
Not good.
Yeah, now there's no good Chinese food in Ambler, and I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Just not have Chinese takeout? That's insane.
It does seem pretty bizarre because that's like one of those things. I feel like there's usually like a Chinese food place like every, I don't know, like 5 minutes.
I'm going to say something that sounds a little crazy, but it's not meant as a bad thing. Ambler has become very focused on 3 cuisines: Italian, Indian, and Mexican. There's like multiple, like 3 or 4 Italian restaurants, 3 Indian restaurants, like 3 or 4 like Hispanic Mexican restaurants. There's no like soul food. There's a distinct lack of like Chinese or Korean or Vietnamese, like other Asian foods. There's like 2 French restaurants, but I'm like, where's the variety?
What, French?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know. You sure the French are coming?
Ah, the French champagne has always been celebrated for its excellence.
Yeah, the French.
Yeah. Yeah, we have 2 French restaurants, but like, I'm just mad.
Ah, the French champagne has always been celebrated for its excellence.
Excellence.
I'm just annoyed they got rid of my soul food. They got rid of my ribs. They got rid of my Jamaican food.
Not good.
Not good.
You got to come all the way to Norristown now for Jamaican food.
It's true. And it's a pain.
All right.
But
Enough
anyway.
inside jokes.
Yeah, enough inside jokes.
Yes. Let's get to some more news at hand. We need to get into some TV and movie news, so let's kick it off with the entertainment entree.
And now, the latest in movies.
The Simpson guy writes to movies. Dear Die Hard, you rock. Especially when that guy was on the roof.
Music.
I know what that is. That's music.
Video games.
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store on the Citadel.
Celebrities.
You really know Warren Beatty? Yes, I do. I took a leak next to him once at the Golden Globes.
And more.
You were the all-singing, all-dancing crap of the world.
This is the entertainment entree.
All right, we're officially in entertainment entree territory. Let's kick it off with the segment where Mike is going to let you know what you should keep an eye out for this upcoming weekend with new movies, TV, and video game properties in Mike's This Week in Entertainment. All right, Mikey, what do you got for the people?
Him. Comes to theaters this week. This supernatural psychological sports.
So, wait. Him.
Horror.
There's him. There's her. There's it.
You're right.
Is there any other pronouns?
I don't know. If we're not liking pronouns, we sure have a lot of movies named after them.
We got all the singular ones.
We got all the singular ones.
Yeah.
We got to get we, us.
Us! There is us!
Wow.
Oh, we're almost there.
You just blew my mind.
We should have a pronoun collection.
The pronoun collection on Netflix. The pronoun collection.
Yeah.
That's one way to get some people angry. But Him comes to theaters this week. It is a supernatural psychological sports horror film. How's that for a genre mashup?
Yeah.
It's the next project produced by Jordan Peele, so you know it's going to be pretty good. Here's the synopsis. Him centers on a promising young football player invited to train at the isolated compound of a dynasty team's aging QB1. The legendary quarterback takes his protege on a blood-chilling journey into the inner sanctum of fame, power, and the pursuit of excellence at any cost.
Is this based on the Green Bay Packers?
Potentially. It does have like some like supernatural demonic stuff. Like I think he makes like a pact with the devil. The trailers are very freaky, very weird, but it's such a unique combination, like a sports horror film. I've never seen anything like that. So I definitely do want to check it out, especially since it's produced by Jordan Peele. His movies are some of my favorites. Us being one of them.
Us.
Get Out, another one. And I can't remember the other one. I think it's Nope. Was the one with the aliens?
Yeah.
But all of them have been very good. So I'm hoping this one is just as good. That's him coming to theaters this week, and that's what we're looking forward to this week in entertainment.
Yeah, that's interesting. A sports horror movie. The only one I can think of that might fall into that would be Swim Fan. Do you remember that movie?
No.
Swim Fan.
I've never even heard of that. Swim Fan.
Swim Fan is a stalker story, and the guy follows, or the girl follows a guy who is on the high school swimming team, and there's like a couple of like death scenes that happen like in the pool, like when
does that count as sports though?
I mean, swimming,
but the person just happens to be on the swim team. Like it's not the central focus.
I mean, you could say it is because she names her online alias Swim Fan. A lot of the devious scenes happen in the pool when he's like training. I think that's close.
Maybe that might be the only one though, and it's a little bit of a stretch, but I'll give you one because I literally can't think of.
Can you? Yeah.
No.
Name me a better one. Is there a better?
I think that's the closest to sports horror that you're ever going to get.
I think so too. I can't think of another sports horror movie.
Yeah. So I definitely want to check out him. It sounds interesting.
Yeah, I can't think of anything.
It's like a totally unique genre mashup.
Yeah.
So I'm here for it.
Excellent.
But speaking of different genres, let's get into the main topic of the entertainment entree where we recap the 2025 Emmy Awards. Did any genre shows show up big?
Oh, good for you!
Yeah, Christian Bale's not a big fan.
Apparently not. But let's see if any of the genre shows nominated for awards showed up big time during the awards ceremony. So just to give you guys some background, the three major networks that dominated the awards were HBO, Netflix, and Apple TV+. HBO and Netflix both with 30 wins. HBO with 9 major awards and Netflix with 6 major awards. And then Apple TV Plus coming up with 22 total awards and 7 major awards. So those were the big networks winning awards. Everything else, though, pretty much non-existent after those 3 big awards getters. You have ABC and NBC with a couple of awards each, and the rest of the field not really showing up. The top nominated show that was not part of one of those networks would be Andor from Disney+. So those were the top networks, but what about some of the top shows? Let's dig into the major awards. The big winner of the night was Adolescence, the Netflix limited series, taking home 8 total awards. But key here is the 6 major awards. Rich, have you seen Adolescence at all?
No, I haven't. I gotta bump this up on my list.
Adolescence is so freaking good. I think the kid that won for
I heard.
actor is the youngest person to win. So the premise of the show, without giving away too much, is it is about a serious crime potentially committed by a young boy. 4 episodes follow 4 different viewpoints of this crime. One is, the boys. I think one is the fathers, the detectives, and the other people at the school. So 4 different episodes, 4 different viewpoints of the events. And every single episode is a one-shot. So every single one is a continuous shot through the hour-long episode. It is very tense, very serious, very heavy stuff, and 100% deserving of the awards attention that it got. It was absolutely spectacular. So I strongly recommend Adolescence. The other big show and big winner, the biggest winner of the night, would be The Studio from Apple TV+. This is one of 2 shows, Rich, that I'm convinced Apple TV Plus has created to try to convince you to watch their freaking shows. The Studio is about a failing TV movie studio trying to remain relevant in a changing landscape. It was nominated for 23 total awards. It won 13 total awards. It had 4 major awards. One of the awards that I have to call out was for the episode Oner, where, again, just like Adolescence, the episode was about these TV executives trying to film a one-shot. And the entire episode was, in itself, a one-shot. And
very meta.
Very meta, very cool, and so funny. It's a comedy. So it's about, like, this executive producer trying to meddle in the one shot because he wants that to be like his, like, he wants to be part of it. It's like a legendary Hollywood thing to pull off an elaborate one shot, right?
Right.
And so he's constantly, like, tinkering, and the director's, like, getting more and more frustrated, and you can just feel it bubbling up to this boiling over point. It is so funny. Seth Rogen is, I think he's a writer and producer on the show. He also is the main character as well. Just so funny and so good. And I feel like it's, again, another show that's right up your alley. It's comedy. It's about making movies. It's about an older guy not understanding, not being like, oh, the young people nowadays.
What is this dig at me? It's about an older guy who can't relate to the young people?
Is it the young kids or am I out of touch? No, it's the kids.
Yeah. You take that back over there.
I'm just as old.
Yeah. You're
I'm the same way.
You're following me right on the tail.
Oh, I am 100%. That's why it's a great show for us, Rich. We're the old guy.
Okay.
But yeah, definitely check out the studio. Rich, the next show though that got a lot of awards and a lot of awards attention on HBO, The Pit. I know this was one that you loved particularly.
Yeah, I'm so happy to see that this got some love because that show, it was so, it felt like everything was in a pressure cooker.
Yeah.
The drama, the intensity, everything was like cranked up to 11 on that show, and it deserves every bit of praise. That following a hospital ER to that specificity of life and death moments and seriousness was out of this world. It makes all the other doctor shows look stupid.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's intense. I only saw like 5 minutes of one episode. I'm like, why are there so many alarms going off? Why is this so intense? It was only like a 5-minute clip.
Yeah.
And I'm like
that's
stressed.
That's 5 minutes.
Yeah, I need
now,
to go.
You understand why I told you I can only watch one episode at a time?
Oh, yeah. No, definitely. I need to go back and check it out. It's gotten so much praise, so much attention. And it's already greenlit for a second season.
Yeah, I'm wondering how they're going to do that.
Yeah, it's definitely coming back. So it's a good opportunity to catch up on it before season 2. Now, the next show is the next show we want to talk about is the other show where Apple TV Plus is trying to convince Rich to watch its shows. That is Severance. This was actually the top nominated show of the awards season with 27 total nominations, 10 major nominations. It did only take home 8 total awards and 2 major awards, but that doesn't really do it justice. Severance is such a mind-bender, freaky sci-fi, psychological drama, philosophical drama at times, and I am just so in love with these 2 shows from Apple TV Plus, Severance and The Studio. I think they are 2 of the biggest selling points of the streaming service right now. And Apple TV Plus really showing, that they are in this to make a huge impact. I mean, right behind HBO and Netflix, the 2 biggest networks right now is Apple TV Plus, edging out all the rest. So I just think it's really incredible that this streaming service that was created by a computer company, like they don't have any kind of production team or studios, but the past several years, they've really been shooting up the charts with some really high quality shows. And Severance is a testament to that. But that being said, the classics are still showing up strong here with the awards season. HBO, a lot of big shows, The Penguin, The White Lotus, and The Last of Us combining for I don't know, what is that, 60-some nominations almost. The problem here, though, is not a lot of wins.
Yeah, I'm a little bummed. White Lotus should have got something. This season was fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, HBO had 142 total nominations, but only 30 wins. It's only 8 more than Apple TV Plus, who had half the nominations. What happened with the White Lotus and The Last of Us? They got completely blanked.
Well, hold on. Last of Us, I can understand.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, there's been a lot of
there's been controversy.
Yeah, a lot of public criticism and controversy. I can understand Last of Us not having the same success as season 1 did, but White Lotus, I still think pound for pound is probably the best current running show on TV right now. I love season 3.
Really? The White Lotus?
It's pretty good. I don't know what else.
You need to watch Severance and The Studio.
Okay. Well, okay. Look, I have to figure out another way to watch it other than Apple TV.
You do.
Yeah. Might have to go to the dock. But yeah, I don't know. I think White Lotus has been fantastic.
Yeah,
I'm really surprised they didn't get any awards.
So
I think it might be a little bit, kind of old hat.
So I mean, here's the thing: is that I kind of feel the same way about both The Last of Us and The White Lotus, where like the controversy of The Last of Us kept that from winning awards, but also The White Lotus season 3 is still trying to live up to the expectations and the hype of season 1. For me, season 3 was not as strong as season 1 or 2. It was just, it's such a high bar, and it just, in my view, missed it with season 3. And especially going up against some of the other shows on that list in the drama category, The Pit, Andor, The Diplomat, Severance. I mean, it's just a really stacked category. So, it's just trying to find a way in, but, the fact that it didn't live up to the hype kind of really hurts it there. Same thing with The Last of Us. The fact that it had all that controversy, like, we'll just go with the safe bet, The Pit, or, the Severance in some cases.
I don't know. How about this? Can you pull up the Metacritic rating for each of the White Lotus seasons?
Yeah.
Is White Lotus 3 my True Detective season 2?
It is. It is. Yes, demonstrably so. So season 1, 90% on Rotten Tomatoes, 82 on Metacritic. Season 2, which I also think is the best one, 94% on Rotten Tomatoes, 81 on Metacritic. Season 3, still good though, 86 and 77. So it's
wow.
To your credit,
I am picking the wrong seasons.
Well, listen, to your credit, it's still up there. It's just that little bit of decline, people pick up on that and they're like, well, in a category that has The Pit and Severance, it kind of like there's no room for it to kind of edge in.
Yeah.
With the quote unquote decline. I think 77 is still, in the grand scheme of entertainment, you see a show that's in the high 70s, that's a show to watch.
Yeah.
I look at the TV and movie new releases every week for This Week in Entertainment. There's a lot of crap out there. No, like there's a lot of, like I go through the list and it's like 50, 40, 40, 30, 50. And I'm like, there's nothing to talk about. I'm just being totally honest. So White Lotus at 77 is a good show.
Yeah, but I think it's funny. I've been picking out the wrong season. I don't know.
I don't know.
Am I out of touch? No, it is the American audience that is.
What did I just say?
Yeah, take that.
What did I just say?
Take that. You American audiences, you don't know what you're talking about.
I guess they don't.
True Detective Season 2 was really good. Go rewatch it. I loved it. And I think White Lotus Season 3 is very good.
Don't listen to him. No, you like what you like.
I know.
But season 2 of True Detective is objectively the worst season.
No, I don't think so.
You think it's 4?
4 was a little rough.
I know you really dislike 4.
4 was rough.
I go 1, 3, 4, 2. but that's a little unfair because I've not even seen season 2, but I don't want to. That's the thing. I watched like the first 2 episodes and I'm like, it just didn't do anything for me.
Nah.
I know you're big in the film noir.
Yeah, season 2 is very film noir.
Like if you like film noir, you'll probably rate it more favorably than if you don't.
I think that's the problem. I think the current TV audience, they don't have an appreciation for film noir. I think if you have that, I think you find season 2 far more enjoyable.
Yeah,
there's so many references to Chinatown, the Big Sleep, like it.
Sometimes having an affinity and a knowledge of and a love of a genre helps with some of these types of shows.
Yes,
definitely. So those are the big awards getters. Was there anything else specifically that you wanted to call out or mention, talk about, any shows in particular?
Before we head off, happy that Stephen Colbert won an Emmy.
Yes.
Because screw CBS, screw Paramount,
if you will.
Yeah, it's weird. It was like a in memoriam win or something. Yeah.
It's crazy, right? That he wins immediately after all of the fallout. You have to imagine that was like when that happened, the voting bodies were like, well, obviously
we have to give him one. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is ridiculous that CBS is going to completely shut off the Late Show.
They say it's not making money. I don't know. I feel like that's not correct. It was in terms of viewership, one of the most viewed late night shows. In terms of awards, hello. So, just to completely get out of the game, just exit entirely, not even challenge ABC, NBC, the rest of them. It just seems a little curious, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess they'll technically make more money if they put infomercials in that spot. But what fun is that? It's just you're killing a legacy.
This is postmodernism. We don't care.
Yeah.
Anyway,
let's
leave the realm of depressing entertainment news and let's go to our third and final portion of the show, the non-fortune cookie news.
We've been talking about cool and its ramifications and how it applies to the hip scene. But maybe you could give us some examples now of the opposite of cool, uncool. Just exactly what is uncool?
My nipples look like milk duds.
Holy shnikes.
It's time for the non-fortune cookie odd news.
It's not of this world. I don't know exactly what it is or what it's doing, but this is not human intelligence, okay? It's not human intelligence we're facing.
How you doing? Me? I'm doing great.
Mandada basata. I don't make this stuff up.
I'll take a pound of nuts.
That's a lot of nuts. That'll be $4, baby. You want fries with that? I've seen the celery dance across the baseball fields.
You had me at Meat Tornado.
No, go past this. Past this part. In fact, never play this again.
Okay. What does that mean?
And now it's time for the non-fortune cookie odd news.
So sit back, get everything you need to get from the kitchen. Be sure and empty the bladders. Go to the bathroom because you're in for a hell of a ride.
Woo, odd news.
That's right, everyone. It's time for the non-fortune cookie odd news. Here in this segment, Rich researches the news, he reads the news, and I react to the news. He finds a weird and wacky story, keeps it hidden from me, which ensures that all of my reactions are my genuine gut reactions to hearing the story for the very first time. I don't know what's about to happen. You guys don't know what's about to happen. And even Rich doesn't know what's about to happen because these stories always take us down wacky and wild paths. Where the heck we heading to?
I got a quick one, but you know what? It's worth it because we needed to go back home.
Now, who is this guy in Florida?
It's Florida, and they're crazy.
Florida.
Yeah. It's been a while. The last couple episodes, we did not have a Florida news story.
We were all over the place.
Yeah, Japan. I remember that was last week.
Yes. It's nice to come back home.
Right. So
what's going on in the dong of America? So lovely.
Yeah, you sound so lovingly, and then you say the dong.
Is what it is.
Yeah, I guess you're right. All right. In this story, we're gonna cover the case of 50-year-old Marcia Morgan. How do you like that name?
I like to kick, stretch, and kick. I'm 50. 50 years old.
Marcia Morgan, 50-year-old.
I like the alliteration.
Yeah.
I also like the fact that you somehow only find out news stories that have people who are exactly 50 years old.
Every now and then, yep.
I'm 50. 50 years old.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yes.
So what did Eminem do?
Maybe 50 is like that perfect age where you're hitting the back nine of your life. And you're like, screw it.
Back nine.
You know?
I had a good front nine.
Yeah.
You're a couple beers in.
Right.
It's hot out there on the green.
Yes.
You're just swinging wildly.
Yeah.
Before you were landing it straight on the green. Now it's veering off into the trees.
Yeah.
You're landing in the sand pit, sarlacc pit thing.
The Sarlacc pit. Whoa! What are we playing on Tatooine?
What's it called? A sand
trap.
pit? Sand trap. Thank you.
Sarlacc pit.
I said sand pit.
Solo.
That would make golf way more exciting.
What, Jabba the Hutt's just following you?
Yeah. You hit the ball into you hit it into the sand pit. Why do I keep calling it a sand pit? What's it? Sand trap.
Sand trap.
Or bunker?
Bunker, yeah, you can say that.
Yeah. I keep saying sand pit. It makes me think of the Sarlacc.
Yeah. What?
I don't know.
Both the ball and the golfer go into the Sarlacc pit, never to be seen again.
That's an adventure.
That would thin out the herd when there's 130 golfers.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, the next round is just everybody who survives the Sarlacc pit. Because makes it much faster. It takes a 4-day event and shrinks it to 1 day.
Oh, solo.
It's a pretty good impression of Jabba.
Thank you.
So, no sand pit, no Sarlacc pit.
No.
What's happening to this 50-year-old?
I kind of want to talk about golf now.
I know, right?
I want like weird Star Wars golf. I want
like a highly stylized, thematic version of golf.
But Star Wars.
Yes, but like I understand what I'm describing as mini golf, but I want mini golf on like a professional stage, like mini golf that's bigger and grander and more elaborate.
Well,
Can somebody make it happen?
Stephen Curry basically hosted that.
No, that didn't count.
No, that didn't count.
No, that was cheesy. It was like an ABC reality show. I want like legitimate like big mini golf courses. I want to see like actual golfers golf mini golf courses.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Pitch that the ESPN Ocho.
I'm trying. So what do we got here? What's Eminem doing?
All right,
50-year-old Eminem.
Yeah, back to this story. This is Marcia Morgan.
Okay.
And apparently at 4 p.m. on Monday afternoon, she was very upset that the neighbor parked near her yard. Oh, no! How dare you!
Wow.
I'm gonna f***ing kill you, motherfucker, old style.
Oh, no, don't you dare!
That is a heinous crime punishable by death.
I'm gonna f***ing kill you, motherfucker, old style.
Parking near
Not
her
even
yard.
on her yard.
Not on the yard.
Near. Yeah.
What do you mean near? Like on the street? Like is it like in front of her yard, or is it just like in close? Is it like close proximity?
I guess close
like
proximity.
How close?
But enough that it pissed Marcia Morgan off. She did not
Near.
like this.
Okay.
Not good.
Not on, just near.
Yeah, not good. So that's when Marcia Morgan decided to go to the store and purchase many rolls of toilet paper and begin toilet papering the offending vehicle.
Okay.
Can't let you do that, Star Fox.
That did not seem what?
Just that car's not getting out of there now.
Okay.
You're covered in toilet paper.
You didn't mean to hit that button, did you?
I'm running with it.
Okay.
Kind of worked.
Sure.
You parked your car there. Can't let you leave now.
That's right.
Not happening now.
Can't let you do that, Star Fox.
That's what she sounded like. She's like, ha ha ha, can't let you do that.
Yes.
So she,
like you've said this before. We are right now. She is taking serious time out of her day.
Yeah.
Because she's now running to the store.
She was so annoyed. She got in her car, drove to a store. This is in the middle of Florida. The store could be like miles and miles away. Drives to the store, how much toilet paper does she buy? Like a
whole case?
Like a whole, right. So you got to, it's cumbersome. You got to carry that through the store or get a shopping cart just for that one thing. Check out. Go home. You got to open it. It's the plastic. Sometimes it's tough. You got to rip it apart, take out the toilet paper rolls. Now you got to carry them. How many do you have in your arms? 5, 6, 7. You're juggling them.
It's a lot of rolls.
It's a lot of rolls.
Do a barrel roll.
The story's just Star Fox now. Yeah. And so then she's toilet papering the car.
Well, guess what? I'm so glad you went into depth on all these details.
Okay, because it's
I
insane.
purposely left out one thing.
Oh, no.
During this whole time, from start to finish, from the time she got home to the time she noticed the car to the time she went to the store, purchased the items, drive back, start toilet papering the car. During all of this time,
that's got to be like at least an hour.
Cops confirmed that she was dressed in a hot dog costume and refused to take it off.
Hot diggity dog. Hot diggity dog.
So
this whole time.
I'm sorry. That's
from start to finish.
That makes it even better because that means she started her day as a hot dog.
Hot diggity dog.
All right, I don't know about starting her day, but
do you think she dressed up as a hot dog to run that errand?
According to the cops.
No, Rich, because there's only two options.
According to the cops, look, I'm going by what the cops are saying here in the police report.
Okay.
They can only confirm that she had the hot dog costume on when she pulled up to the house.
What? When she brought the toilet paper back?
No, when she when she first pulled in.
So so she started her day as a hot dog.
I can't confirm before that.
She definitely started her day as a hot dog and just continued as a hot dog. That's it.
Hot diggity dog.
Because there's only two options. The two options are she started her day as a hot dog or she somehow became a hot dog at some point.
She might have become a hot dog at some point. I cannot guarantee you that she started the day.
Where did she come from? Like when she initially came back, where was she coming from?
We don't know. Marsha Morgan
just out and about as a hot dog.
Marsha Morgan, according to cops, was not talking to them about what she did during the day, and she was not cooperative about giving details.
That's a mysterious hot dog.
Yeah.
That's like the hot dog in the back of the rollers at 7-Eleven. You don't know how long it's been a hot dog. She's the same way.
Yeah.
A mysterious hot dog.
Yes. So I'm glad
Wow.
I'm glad you mentioned everything because yes,
she did all this dressed as a hot dog. So now just
Yes.
imagine that list of things I just said, going to the store, getting the toilet paper rolls. Now just a hot dog doing it.
Yep.
Did she go to self-checkout as a hot dog?
She was definitely at the store as a hot dog.
Or is she going through the checkout line? The cashier's like, "Oh, how you doing? Oh, doing hot dog stuff."
Hot diggity dog.
What exactly is hot dog stuff?
I don't know. I just imagine that she identifies as a hot dog. She won't say where she was. So that leads me to believe she's just a hot dog.
She is just living her hot dog life.
Living her best hot dog life.
Yeah.
Just slowly rotating on those rollers.
Well,
that's incredible.
Eventually, the owner of the car called police, and police arrived on the scene. And that is when cops noted that she was also very intoxicated.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that tracks.
That makes sense.
And refused to cooperate with the cops on the scene.
Hot diggity dog.
She is a very problematic hot dog.
A problematic and mysterious hot dog.
Yeah.
But the thing is, so she's just throwing toilet paper over the car, right?
Yeah.
That's not that big a deal, though.
No.
And honestly, if I were that guy, I couldn't be mad watching a hot dog do this. Like, if I come up and I just see this elderly female hot dog just throwing toilet paper, I'm probably taking a video and like immediately texting it to you and be like, "You'll never believe what I just saw."
You never believe what's happening in my car right now.
Right. I'd probably join in. I'd be like, this is insane. This is crazy.
This is the kind of thing that just tickles my balls.
Yeah, it would. It would, honestly. If I came across that, I'd be like, this day just got better, honestly.
Sure, why not?
Yeah. That's insane.
Yeah. So, so here you go. This is, she doesn't get that bad. Yeah, you're right. She only gets charged with disorderly conduct and resisting arrest. So some point in the hot dog costume, she did not want to go in the handcuffs.
Hot diggity dog.
I imagine it's hard in a hot dog costume, no? You know?
Yeah, it's a pretty big circumference.
Pretty big circumference. She can't get her hands around her back to be handcuffed, you know?
But cops could probably daisy chain the handcuffs together.
You're right, they could.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If she's very unwilling to take off the hot dog costume, you got to do what you got to do.
She's a tricky, problematic, mysterious hot dog.
Yeah. She's living her hot dog life.
What a crazy hot dog.
Yeah.
Sometimes those hot dogs just don't want to go down.
Hot diggity dog.
And I've been waiting all week to have a hot dog and a hamburger.
I was wondering when it would pop up.
Yeah, maybe Frank could help the situation.
She must be good fun at a party.
And I've been waiting all week to have a hot dog and a hamburger.
I just really want to know what she was doing before.
Yeah.
Why did she start her day as a hot dog?
Well, unfortunately...
Did she just have that outfit hanging in the closet?
Yeah.
She goes in the closet, just hot dog, hamburger.
Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah, she was tight-lipped about it. She did not tell the cops at any point why she was wearing the hot dog costume.
That's very suspicious and mysterious.
And she was able to see the judge, and she was...
Still as a hot dog?
Guess you're... I don't know.
Actually...
I don't know. Did they force her to put the orange jumpsuit on, or did they just... we can speed this up. Maybe we could do it.
Right.
We can get
We're
you in
going
and out.
straight from the scene straight to the judge.
Yeah, maybe.
And I've been waiting all week to have a hot dog and a hamburger.
So yeah, I don't know. But they were able to get her through the court very fast. She was charged with disorderly conduct and resisting arrest. And she was only fined $550, or she can do community service at $13 per hour. Those are your two options.
And the community service is being the neighborhood hot dog.
What exactly community service do you do as the hot dog?
Just she goes to the ball game and she sells hot dogs as a hot dog.
Hot diggity dog.
I don't know.
Holy crap. You are creepy as shit.
Maybe she's like... Maybe parents hire her for like birthday parties to come in as like a hot dog. Hey, kids!
What does he do for the hot dog? What?
Come get your hot dogs.
That's it? What?
Hot diggity dog.
What the hell are you envisioning for a child's birthday party?
I don't know. A budget birthday. You can't afford a magician or a clown, so you get a hot dog.
Hi, kids. Hi, Mr. Hot Dog.
Hi, kids.
Is he also selling his own flesh?
Would you like my hot dog?
It's my little brother.
He's cutting up his little brother.
Oh, no.
Hot diggity dog.
Oh, my God. That's so stupid.
Yeah. I don't know how you're envisioning that, but
I don't know. I just want to know what she was doing as a hot dog.
Yeah, you'll never know. She did not want that information out there. She refused every question on that front. From
Did the hot dog costume get submitted as evidence?
No. She took the hot dog costume home. So.
Because that would have been funny. Like during the hearing, they're like, she was wearing this costume. They have to pull it out. You know?
Yeah. Well, nope. She loves that hot dog costume.
She really does. She wore it all day. She didn't bother. She was so mad she didn't bother changing out of the hot dog costume.
Yeah, when she went to the store to get the toilet paper.
Right. And we agree that that's like an hour-plus long thing. You got to drive, you got to shop, you got to drive back.
Yeah.
So, man.
There you go.
That was good. Hot dog lady.
That is the odd news for this week. Watch out for your hot dogs, folks.
Careful.
Yeah.
You gotta be careful.
Yeah.
There you go. That's what we have for you in the Non-Fortune Cookie Odd News, and that's what we have for you this week on the Crispy Noodle Podcast. If you like what you heard, make sure you go to our website, thecrispynoodle.com. Make sure you follow us on all the social media, hubbabaloo, but most importantly, make sure you have a way to get the podcast sent to you every week. Two main ways to do it. First one is on our YouTube page. Go to YouTube, search Crispy Noodle Podcast, and hit that subscribe button so that you get the podcast sent to you every week. No ifs, ands, or buts. It'll go right to your YouTube account. You can watch it on your phone. You can watch it on your computer. You can watch it on TV, actual TV, if you got the YouTube app. So you can throw us on the screen if you like to hear us talk about hot dog stories. Maybe you're cooking a hot dog. You can put us on the TV while you're for
cooking. Hot dog inspiration.
Right. Hot dog story with a hot dog dinner.
Beautiful. Hot dogception.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like a good hot dogception?
That's right. Second main way to get our show is on Spotify. We put the video podcast up on Spotify, and you can see it there. But Spotify can also be listened to in the background, so you can change that into an audio-only podcast with us. And you can also use Android Auto and Apple CarPlay with Spotify, so you can take us on the go with you. So if you're driving around in your hot dog costume and you're buying toilet paper to piss off your neighbor, there you go. Perfect.
What better thing to do than listen to the Crispy Noodle Podcast when you're dressed as a hot dog? But if you need to send us any of your sports, entertainment, or odd news stories, you can find us individually on a Blue Sky. I'm at Mikey Costanzo, MikeyCostanzo.
And I'm at Rich Liebig, RichLiebig. You can find us on Blue Sky, and let us know if you want us to talk about a different topic on next week's episode. And if we do, we give you a sausage shout-out. Not a hot dog shout-out. Sorry, we do sausage shout-outs.
That's right. No hot dogs, sausages.
No, sorry about that. All right, but on that note, we got to start wrapping this up. This has been the Crispy Noodle Podcast. Let us be the Crispy Noodle in your vegetarian salad of life and boring news. That'll do it. We'll see you guys next week.
See you guys.
Later. Bye-bye, all you fine peoples. Good night.
Some of us have great stories, pretty stories that take place at lakes with boats and friends and noodle salad. A lot of people, that's their story. Good times, noodle salad.